Hello, I'm Matthew Pye, the Algebra Guy, and here's my assistant, Carl.
Matthew Pye, the Algebra Guy.
Matthew Pye, the Algebra Guy.
Math rules!
Hi, I'm Matthew Pye, the Algebra Guy, and today's episode is all about finding the median line, taking the residuals, and finding the root mean square error of data. To help me today is Carl, my assistant.
That's me. First, what we're going to do is go out and conduct our experiment. Then we're going to come back here and calculate the data and show you exactly how it's done.
Hello, I'm Matthew Pye, the Algebra Guy, and we're here at the Unicycle Olympics with Henry Burke. We are going to do a scientific experiment from here to there, which is 15 feet. We're going to do that 9 times, all the way down to Carl, 135 feet away. What was the time, Carl?
9.35 seconds.
A new world record!
Really?
Now, after we've gotten the data points, we came back inside, and my assistant, Carl, is now going to show you how to get the median line. Carl?
Hi, I'm Carl, and I'm going to show you how to get the median line. First, you take your data points right here, and then you're going to split them into 3 equal groups. Once you've done this, you take each group and you find the median from each group. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to add up all 3 median points, divide them by 3, and then find the centroid point. When you've done that, you're going to take the first and third group, A and C, and then you're going to use them to find the slope with the equation y minus y over x minus x. When you have the slope, you put them through the centroid, and then you create a line that goes through the centroid with that slope. And that would be the median line. Here's Matthew Pye.
So, what does this all mean? Well, the slope, 6.05 over 90, means for every 6.05 seconds, you travel 90 feet. So, the y-intercepts, 9/40ths, means that at 0 seconds, you already traveled 9/40ths of a foot, which is illogical because you haven't gone anywhere. On the other hand, the x-intercept, negative 3.347, says that you've traveled in 0 feet, it's already been negative 3.347 seconds, which is illogical because time doesn't go in negatives, it only goes positive. Alright, so now we're going to go back to my socially awkward intern, Carl.
Okay, I'm going to be telling you what the independent and dependent variables mean. First, the independent variable, or the x-axis, shows how many feet Henry has traveled on his unicycle. The dependent variable, or the y-axis, shows how much time it takes for Henry to travel a certain distance on his unicycle. And now, the graph. And now, I'll explain our domain and range. First, our domain is the range of x values, and that is 0 is less than x, which is less than 135, because we traveled from 0 feet to 135 feet. Now for our range, it's the list of all the y values, which is 0 is less than y is less than 9.35, because we traveled from 0 to 9.35 seconds.
And now we're going to our field reporter for some extra research data. Now, to Grant.
That's interesting. Hi. Today we are going to analyze the Olympic swimming trials from 1964 to 2008. The first thing we had to do in order to be able to look at this data, though, was to find the median line, which we started by taking this data and splitting it into 3 groups and finding the points. Then we found the centroid from these points and the slope. So after all that work, we came to this equation. Now the slope in this equation means that for every Olympic trial, the time changed so much. The y-intercept meant that the time at year 0, which was a negative number, which is illogical because you can't have a negative amount of time. The x-intercept is when the year is 0, which is illogical because the Olympics haven't started yet. And now to explain the domain and range of this equation, here is my field assistant, Fabio.
Hello, I'm Fabio. And the domain for this series of data is the domain is 1976 is less than x, which is less than 2008. The range for this data is 46 is less than x, which is less than 51. And now, back to Matthew Pie. Thank you, Grant. And that concludes our episode. Tune in next week for Quadratic Equations. I'm Matthew Pie.
And I'm Carl.
Be algebraic.
Matthew Pie, the algebra guy.
Matthew Pie, the algebra guy.
Math rules!
With the median, you will put all 3 together and calculate the median of that to find the centroid.
Really?
The first
Really?
group, A and C, and you find the slope of that, which is y minus y over x minus x. And then you find no.
Go, Carl, go!